guys, and welcome once again. Today I want to give you a update on what's growing. Everything's just growing great here. Before I get started, I wanted to show you guys some pictures from New World Island Academy in Summerford, and they've been having some great success with their tomatoes and their bell peppers. But unfortunately, only 2 of their marigold seedlings sprouted, but they didn't plant all their seeds. So now they're going to try and see if they can replant and get some more seedlings growing. I wish you guys all the best of luck. So we recently discovered that the marigold seedlings had put on some buds. This is that gigantic plant that had excelled all the other ones, and he's got one bud right here. So hopefully now in the next couple of weeks we'll be seeing flowers out of this one. I find the bigger the plant is, the more faster they're drawing out. So this little one is in a 4-inch pot, and I find I have to give it a drink almost every day because it is consuming lots of water. These are the remainder of the marigolds, nice green bushy, and like we had saw in the last video, lots of buds coming on. So hopefully now we'll have some pretty flowers real soon. Here's our bell peppers, which are doing awesome. So I want to show you guys a little trick with your bell peppers. Once they put on 6 true leaves, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you can see, right in the center here is number 7 and 8. Excuse the dirt under my fingernails. I've been potting up plants all morning. And here's what we're going to do with true leaves 7 and 8. Pinch those off. So what's going to happen is by pinching, it's going to cause the stem of the plant to branch. So what's going to happen is going to put off 2 stems from this pinch, and the plant now will grow bushier and will produce more fruit. And we want to get the most fruit as possible. Today now I am going to up pot our tomatoes, which have gotten huge. Probably should have up potted them a while ago. And as you can see, lots of roots developing there. Here we go. We're just going to place our fingers gently inside of the bottom and give it a little tap. And now we're just going to pull these tomatoes, which are just looking great. Pull these apart. We've got some beautiful plants here, guys. One little tiny one. So with your Tiny Tim tomatoes, these are what you would call a determinate tomato. These plants are determined to grow a certain size, and they are going to grow anywhere from 12 to 18 inches, which make this plant a great tomato to be growing in containers. I'm really pleased with how this experiment has turned out. We've had great success so far. I hope you guys are having as much success as what I've been having. I haven't been hearing much from you guys. I don't know if you're all camera shy or what's happening. I know some of you were late planting your seeds, and hopefully at this point you guys have gotten the opportunity to do that. And one of these days, we're going to take these plants out to my farm and plant them. But that's going to be some time yet. We have to wait for the weather to improve. And I'm going to teach you guys how to get these plants ready for the outside. Because if you were to take this plant and stick it outside once the temperatures warm up without properly earthing them off, the plant would go into shock, and we don't want our plants going into shock. Once they go into shock, they stop growing. They may not die, but they're gonna just sit there. And I've experienced that when I was not used to growing. Planted some tomato plants outside without properly earthing them off, and what happened was they just sat there, but because they were in shock. By the time they came out of shock, it was August, which was too late in the season to get any fruit. So I don't want you guys to be disappointed, but when the time comes, I am going to teach you how to properly earthen off your plants. Okay, that's one tray. One down, one to go. Couple little tiny ones here. It's funny how things grow at different stages. Like these two here are nice and tall compared to this one. So I guess it's like everything in life. It grows at different stages. I've got 29. I've got this tray, which contains 28, plus there's one more of tomato plants. I might have to start selling some of these to my customers, and I'll keep some for the farm so I can show you guys how to save your tomato seeds when the tomatoes are ripe. Well, guys, that's it for today. Take care and have a great week.